Recently, I was lucky enough to go and visit the guys at Lab Golf over in Oregon in the United States of America. I got to see some quite simply breathtaking things and ideas that the guys have going on. Now, I said to the guys, I have some friends who are terrible at putting, shocking at putting, some of the worst putters you could ever imagine. Do you have the most forgiving, easiest to putt with club ever made? And they said, yes, James, we do. So they sent it to me and we're going to test it today here at Wortley Golf Club. And I have a friend who, he's not bad at it. Guys, what are you like at putting, mate?
I'll tell you what, I weren't expecting that introduction.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks, yeah.
So take a look at this. So this is a Lab DF3, but as you can see, it is a little bit longer than a standard putter. Now, I think that looks like it's going to make putting incredibly easy and potentially help lower a lot of people's scores. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. Please make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button below. Lots of fantastic lab related content coming, and of course other brands as well. What are your initial thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, I'm a massive fan at DF3
I'm going to grab
head.
that before it ends up on the 16th tee.
So, to see a DF3 head, I've seen a DF2 with a long shaft, but I've never seen a DF3. So I'm looking forward to test this one.
I can't wait to roll some putts with that and see just potentially how easy and simple it can make it. Now, one of the things that we said we've not seen as well, we've not seen a long putter like this. It's essentially like a bit of a sweeper, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you hold that for us. You're going to hold it up here, grip it at the side, make sure your elbow's out, and from there, just try and move this backwards and forwards. Now, I've seen some of what I think are fantastic putters use something like this, like Adam Scott, like Grant Horvath, for example.
Yeah.
He had an Oz 1 in this kind of model. But does it work, Gaz, on the revealer?
Well, we've got the revealer, haven't we? So we're going to test it. I mean, I've never seen this before, ever, on YouTube. So.
And it might not work, or it might work. The wind is playing absolute havoc with us today, isn't it? So, guys, let's test this Lab before we do put it in the revealer. Let's see if it really does what Lab claim with this, with that low torque element. You can see I also have my fitted Lab Oz HS putter. I absolutely love this putter. It's got my son's name on it, which is a really, really nice little kind of moment for me. But if anyone is really struggling, this could be the thing that can help lower your scores, help keep you in the game. I've known people who've quit golf because they can't putt very well. They have the unmentionables, they start not playing very well. And the first protocol is distance control. If this can help you with distance control, you can see I'm not anchoring that into my sternum. I'm not allowed to do that. I've got a nice straight left arm. I'm going to grab it a bit like a pencil at the bottom there. And where do we think this breaks, Gaz? Because distance control is important, but we also need the right line.
I think probably a little bit off left. I do know a pro's gone to one of these, and it's solved his
You know what I like when you get down? You like up here with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel nice with that. I feel like I'm liking it.
Helps you back on your feet.
Guys, comment below. Let's have a bit of a proper discussion in the comments. Could you see yourself using one of these? I personally could. Like, I don't think if it works. There's no pictures on the scorecard, as they say. How about the first putt with it? That is a lovely roll. Go on then.
I've never actually tried or even considered one of these, so I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, it broke a little bit more than what I thought that, but it felt really, really nice and soft. I've done the job with the distance control. You can see a really good drill here. I've set up a flag, a standard putter's length away from the hole, not this, because this, it's got accurate shaft in there as well. Yeah. So a really nice stiff shaft in there, which can help with the feel of the putter as well. It does look strange, but I feel like massively I've hit the same putt exactly. Look at the consistency level there. It feels like I don't have to stroke this putter. All I'm doing is here, and I'm rocking my shoulders backwards and forwards. So all I really have to think about, and I was thinking this the other day when I was playing with my HS, I'm just purely thinking about stroke length. If I think about stroke length, I can hit it a little bit off centre. I'm going to get the forgiveness of the Lab. I know that's going to help me. We're not going to have that torsional resistance. Let's aim this a little bit further left. This is a drill for pace control as well, and from 25-30 feet, you're not expected to hold too many of these. That's a better line. Go on then, that has to turn in. It has to turn in. It's another one right on the distance that we want it, so I'm not racing these past, I'm not leaving any short. Let's be a bit more assertive with this. I do feel like ball position, I've got it a little bit too far forward. I'm just going to concentrate on maybe having that a touch further back. You can imagine too much shaft lean either way with this would be detrimental. That's a better putt. That's a better putt. Oh, we've gone for it that time. Let's have one more. And I can't wait to get this in the hands of Gaz, because I think you might leave with this today.
Yeah.
I think there's every single chance.
I'm looking at it and it looks quite upright, which I do like that idea. That'll help obviously with path for me. Keeping it
That was
back.
toey. That was a really, really toey strike. So we've lost a little bit there, but I think that's not a bad effort for 25 to 30 feet. Gaz, let's have a go. What are your first impressions on this? Because you've tested lots and lots of putters, not just lab.
I think first impressions were, I'm just so impressed by engineering quality of lab equipment.
Yeah.
I love that this is flat on the top. I know that sounds silly, but you know, to rest your thumb on.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice, sort of gives you a bit of stability. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's very upright, which is great. It makes me feel like I can take it straight back and through.
Yeah. Yep.
Right, so I have got a standard 35-inch DF3, which I do love. I've said that I'd like to get the OZ 1i, you know, with a firmer insert for slower greens. But let's see what this sweeper feels like.
Tell you what.
Mate, do you know what? I have never felt so much freedom in my stroke. I'm really guilty at manipulating, you know, putters sometimes.
Yeah.
I think when you've got two hands on and you're trying to control the path too much, I think with lab you don't need to.
The funny thing is, I think people are suspect of trying to find a perfect stroke, when really just find a stroke that works with the putter you're going to use. It doesn't have to be perfect with this, does it, as we've seen?
And I think if you use one of these long ones and it's not zero torque, then it could be a bit all over.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I think obviously with lab being zero torque, you can just swing with a bit of freedom, mate. Get Sam on phone.
Well, you mentioned zero torque there, and it's funny. So Lab have actually taken away the phrase zero torque from the website and from all their marketing, because I think they're aware that zero torque isn't really a thing. There's always an element of torque in, but it's very, very low torque.
Yeah, I think what it is, they call it corrective torque.
Yeah.
So it's very minimal.
Three in a row.
Mate, honestly, I feel like something's just been unlocked. I'm just literally like, I've never felt as though I must manipulate the putter too much.
Massively, and this is why, so I wanted to do this video. I did have Gary in mind when I asked the guys if I could borrow one of these to test and show you guys if it could be the answer, because Gary's not a bad putter. Gary's a streaky putter, which I think is one of the best places to be, because when you're on, so you won a PGA event a couple of years ago, didn't you? Because you were putting well. If you're not streaky and you're always mid, you're never ever going to really do that. Be interesting to see if it does work in the revealer with that shaft length.
It's the freedom that I've got in my stroke.
That shaved the hole, hasn't it?
That's unbelievable. And bear in mind, I've not even, you know, we've not done any real practice with this, have we?
No.
I've never even had a putter like this before.
That toey.
I think
See, it looked like a
picked up
toey
a
strike,
bit.
and we've got 3 in there and 2 which are pretty much gimmies. Now, one of the areas this could really help is short putts. Let's have a quick look at that, see how it can help you, because I think having this in your routine could be a huge factor in how you can lower that handicap and, of course, hopefully beat all your friends. I don't know why I've given my friend one. Picks it up. Did you see that?
No.
I didn't realise. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So when you hit it close and your friends give it you, you're in. Right, where does this one go? These are the tough ones. These are the ones, even if you're a good chipper and you're good at pitching, you're going to have a few of these for par every single round. It looks right edge. We haven't hit the putt yet, so this is the first one we're going to hit. If we aim right edge, I'm not then thinking about the stroke at all, just stroke length. You can see there that was a perfect putt for right edge. So let's go in the centre, and now this is where for the test for me I'd be hoping to hole at least 3 out of the 4 of these putts now. So go in, stroke length, and not think about it at all. And certainly all I'm thinking about here is, have I lined this up properly to this lovely alignment aid that's on top of this DF3, and then have I taken the putter back far enough? Because if I've taken it back far enough, we know then the putter's just going to release nicely with a rock of the shoulders and a rock of the chest. So that was a nice one. A real confidence builder. I'm not trying to ram them in. Another really nice roll. And one of the things that I've probably let you down on this video, guys, is not having a ball with lots of feedback on, such as a stripe or a pix or something like that, because I'm seeing these lines go end over end over end, and for me, it's a really positive sign. And that's building, how's that one gone that way? But that's building confidence just looking at how that line's going end over end over end, and you can see we're starting to build that confidence. That's exactly what putting's about. Can Gaz get 5 out of 5 with the DF3?
I could certainly agree with one thing you said there, is that, you know, you just have to think about the length of stroke, don't you?
That's it. I'm not thinking about club face. Probably a more scientific way of doing this. So from the 5-footers, Gaz has set himself a little clock up, so we're going to have different breaking puts, and we're not manipulating anything once we've missed one.
I've not kind of worked out where I should have ball position yet. I've just got it a bit in front of centre.
Yeah? Is that where you'd have it with a normal then?
Yeah. In fact, actually, with the offset of where the shaft's probably more in the middle.
Yeah.
And then the club face feels like it's in front of middle. It's weird, because I'm not controlling path at all.
I think it's a total mindset shift. I think it's a shift in, oh, I'm worried about tweaking the putter, I'm worried about having to, maybe I've lined it up wrong. There's none of that. If you line this ball up correctly, and you know, the thing then is learn how to read greens, isn't it?
Definitely, and if I'm only being honest here, I feel as though like I'm not sure what the result's going to be, and then I just keep holing them because I feel like I'm not controlling what's happening. The putter is.
Yeah.
So, you know, I ain't got a lot to really do apart from line up, and then just make sure I've got a long enough stroke. Mate, that's so easy. And I can see why people with yips use this, because it takes your hands out of it.
We don't say that word, I'm going to bleep that word. Yips and shank we don't say, I'm bleeping both of them.
It completely takes your hands out of it. I think if there were more of these puts for people to test, you know,
yeah,
I think a lot more people would move into them.
That's the issue, isn't it? I suppose you could go to Scottsdale Golf here in the UK, you can go to PJ Tour Superstore in the USA.
I'm a bit guilty of not really knowing this line.
Where did you have it?
Oh, do you know, I hate that. I hate misreading something.
Would you not line the ball up?
I would do in a comp, yeah, but I weren't sure it wind and slope.
Come on, let's hold these last two.
There's not a lot in them, and that would definitely not the putter, it were pure to line.
Would you consider having this in the bag?
Absolutely. Absolutely, honestly, because I'm not even working hard for these puts.
One thing I found with it is that, because I'm a bit of a rammer, I generally like, from a 5-footer, I have a lot of pace, and if it misses, I've got 3 foot back. Whereas I think it takes all that out, because you're thinking more stroke length for the task in hand, aren't you?
Absolutely, it took a lot of things out of my mind, you know.
This is a tough one, through the shadow.
It is literally as simple as, the only thing I'm really thinking of is weight, which is crazy, really. I've always been so obsessed with line. And I can't control that now. Once I start the stroke, it's up to the putter.
Delightful. Right, let's test on a very, 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 very long putt. Then let's put this in the revealer, see if it really does do what the guys at the lab say. This might. Quite shocking. Right, what is it like from mega distance? We've got 45 feet here. Quite a difficult putt. Tour average from here would be closer to a 3-putt than making it. So anything within a couple of feet is a good effort.
I think
all about distance.
Really enjoying the weight of the club. It feels nice and heavy at the bottom. So for longer putts, should be good. If this goes in.
That's a great effort. That's a great effort. I wasn't actually looking at your line, I wish I was. Go on,
that
then.
looks great.
Go on then, it's got to go at the end.
Good putt.
2 fantastic, but I'm not gonna lie, that was toey as well.
Yeah.
Guys, let's get this DF3 in the revealer with this extra long shaft length and see if it really does work. I'm mind blown, and I know that you probably want to have this, don't you?
Well, I've seen, it's like Grant uses one, doesn't he? And, you know, I've seen people that use these with fantastic results. And now I'm starting to believe it doesn't have to be if you have a yip.
No?
I think it
We'll beep
actually,
that again, yep, sound.
I think it actually feels, it's unlocked some freedom in my strokes. I think if anybody feels like they're manipulating the putter and they're too over controlling, this would completely
I think the shaft and head combination has to be the most forgiving in my opinion. Let's stick it in the revealer. Right, Gaz.
Well, let's see if it's not returning to any spot in particular.
You've done loads of this, haven't you? Loads of testing on the revealer.
Oh, it's as solid as you'd expect from lab. There's not any movement in that. Show you from down the line.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So as you can see, guys, with all that testing, it does work on the revealer. It does exactly what lab say it's going to do, and it could potentially really help your golf. Guys, if you've enjoyed that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. Guys, thank you so much for your time as always.
No problem.
And we'll see you all same time tomorrow.